So you made it this far, huh? Good for you.
It's dead calm, of course.
Up, and away. I'll be your hero today. I'm Super JB. I'm happy to be here and even happier because I get to be here with you. So if you're feeling it, please like, comment, subscribe, and stick around to the end for a sweet surprise. Today, we'll be talking about the Scarlet Fury Blade, the Fiery Sword Maiden, the Ruby Valkyrie. That's right, we're talking about Redsonja, the blade-wielding baddie that only gives up the booty if she's bested in battle. You might die trying to clap these cheeks. All right, fellas, let's get into it. Savage Redsonja was released in 2023. It's written by Dan Panosian with art by Alessio Patillo. The first thing that stands out to me, obviously, is the variant cover art. I love stuff like this. We go from classic style to almost Disney princess with boobs and blood to live model photography. Nice touch. Chef's kiss. Our book starts at a tavern in a rural village filled with liars, thieves, drunks, and fools.
For many years, Redsonja had heard of the fabled blood ruby hidden within the keep of King Grish. The king's keep was said to be concealed in the Red Dune wastelands, a desolate place inhabited by bandits that once sought the treasure for themselves. Terrible men that now prey upon those foolish enough to follow in their failed footsteps. If one is to believe the rumors, then one may also believe that King Grish's ghost still guards his precious blood ruby. He is said to haunt the castle and feeds on the souls of those who would dare steal his most beloved earthly possession. But Redsonja does not believe in ghosts. Like many before her, she believes she will be the one to return with the blood ruby. She was told that besides the bandits that lurk within the wastelands, there are said to be fearsome tentacled creatures below the hot sand dunes. It is also said that you would have to be both mad and desperate to attempt to return alive from such a perilous quest. Or you could just be Redsonja.
Now that's what you call a setup. I'm ready to go on an epic adventure with our red-haired maven. But what's up with this art? She looks like the mask. I'm talking about the share version. I mean, the horse looks better. All right. Anyways, back to it.
As Redsonja takes in the emptiness of the desert, she wonders if she's ever seen a wasteland so vast and forsaken. When left to herself, as she often prefers, her thoughts return to a time when she took a sacred oath in return for the promise of revenge and the deadly means to achieve it. She made a pledge to the red goddess Skathak.
I will lie with no man that cannot best me in combat.
Such an oath lends itself to a solitary life, especially when in return for such a promise, she was bestowed with an extraordinary mastery of all the sharp-edged weapons wielded by the warriors of Hyboria. Perhaps it is the wasteland itself. It is rare she feels the claw of loneliness raking on her hardened heart. She takes comfort with the thought that the blood ruby will soon replace her sense of emptiness.
Redsonja is jolted from her sleep by a man and a woman who have stumbled upon her camp. Run now! They are coming! So check this out. Sonja is a vet, and although appreciated, she doesn't need any type of warning because she's all about that action. To the casual observer, it would seem as if she is launching an attack against our mysterious new guest, but in actuality, she's knocking them out of harm's way, barely avoiding the bandits' deadly arrows. These fools get violated as Sonja shows out in masterclass fashion. All the reasons you don't mess with a sleeping beauty, sorry. We only have one man left, and he must be under some type of spell, because he's mumbling all kinds of crazy shit, and he still wants that smoke after watching this whole squad get wrecked. Wrong choice, player. Off with your head.
What are you two doing here in the wastelands? You don't look like treasure seekers.
It is a long story, but first, I wish to offer you our gratitude for your help.
Redsonja can't help but recognize the similarities between herself and the young woman she rescued. She too was once this delicate, albeit at a much younger age. She wonders what her life would be like if she had not endured the horrors that turned her into the woman she is now.
We are not treasure seekers. I am Lucian, the son of King Gresh, and this is Celia. We are traveling to my father's keep to restore my order to my rightful kingdom.
A prince, the son of a wealthy king, Celia, redsonja thinks, is a lucky woman indeed.
When I was young, the king sent me away to schools in various foreign lands. By the time I was old enough to return home, there were rumors that my father had gone mad and perished, along with all of his subjects. He was dabbling in magics and dark sorcery. Ultimately, his rituals drove him mad, and eventually, his magic destroyed him and my people, or so I am told. My guardians would not allow me to return to the keep. Legends surfaced that treasure hunters began to disappear in the wasteland, seeking my father's blood ruby and bounty. Once I was old enough, I decided to form a military party to recover the blood ruby and restore the keep.
And what of the rumors I hear, that your father's spirit guards the castle, and the blood ruby?
His spirit? The ghost of my father? I suppose if such childish rumors are true, then I imagine his spirit would welcome the return of his son. I fear I must save more of our story for later. Those bandits you killed were a scouting party. There'll be more of them following us. We must find my father's castle and find it swiftly, lest we are overcome by their numbers. Something about this homie Lucian feels a little bit off, but let's rock with it for a minute. Let's see where it goes.
And what of the rumors I hear, that your father's spirit guards the castle, and the blood ruby?
Our military caravan was overcome by bandits. Celia and I were lucky enough to escape with our lives. The bandits out here are more like cannibals. They eat the flesh of their victims and discard their purses. Maybe at one time they were men, but what kind of man throws away coins and jewels?
And what of the rumors I hear, that your father's spirit guards the castle, and the blood ruby?
They could be servants of some googly-eyed, tentacled god. I suppose I was very young when I was taken from these lands. I know not the customs or the deities of the people here.
The trio follows redsonja's map, and the vague memories of Lucian towards what they hope will be the castle, and sufficient refuge from the bandits that most certainly are following them.
I noticed your map does not illustrate the bottomless moat that surrounds the keep. If we can reach it first, we can draw the bridge behind us.
What if the bandits are using your father's castle as their stronghold? What do you suggest then?
There are secret tunnels only the royal family knows of in case of such dire circumstances.
A bottomless moat and secret tunnels. All of it sounds just as dangerous as the cursed wasteland we traveled. If we make it to the fortress, my love, what then? We have lost our escorts and we left our supplies with the caravan. Perhaps we should consider going back to the safety of the township we departed from.
Celia, darling, there's nothing left for us there. My father's castle contains great wealth. It is my unclaimed inheritance, mine by rights, ours. Celia, you will be my queen, and with the blood ruby, we will rebuild the kingdom together.
Again, redsonja recalls the sacred oath she took so many moons ago. She will lie with no man that cannot best her in combat. An oath that at times she regrets. Has there ever been anyone to comfort redsonja? As she contemplates such thoughts, the sand below her burst forth.
Hey, just when we thought it was safe, a wild-ass, googly-eyed tentacle monster erupts from beneath the sand. Fortunately, redsonja's armor can protect her from any piercing and penetrating attacks. Well, hopefully. The tentacle monster begins to ensnare the group, and redsonja passes out. What the fuck? That's hella weak. Fortunately, Lucian's laced up and is bringing that black Air Force energy. In her dazed and semi-conscious state, redsonja can see Lucian bringing the heat to this punk-ass monster. With Crimson Hands, Googly Eyes, and McGee defeated, it's time to regroup. Unconscious, are you hurt?
You saved my life. You defeated the sand creature.
As Lucian retrieves his sword from the carcass of the monster, he can see riders on the horizon. Red Sonja mounts her horse and starts giving orders. It's shocking that she's not even embarrassed. My father's keep! I found it! Okay, so that's Savage Red Sonja Part 1. I gotta understand why she passed out like that. We need some redemption for our girl. Overall, this was another great book, and I can't wait to see where this story goes. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, stick around for your moment of zen. See ya!